Israel, one of the world's smallest nations, is a land of stunning contrast and dizzying diversity. From the sandy coastal plain to the volcanic Golan Heights, from the majestic forested peaks of the Galilee to the stony biblical hills of the central mountains, from the verdant valleys of the Judean Foothills to the blooming desert of the Negev. The climatic, geological, and topographical range of extremes in such a tiny sliver of land challenges a winemaker and allows for a process of discovery and experimentation to find the perfect match of variety and terroir. In recent decades, as there has been a move from the traditional growing areas of the subtropical coastal plain northwards and eastwards in search of higher elevation and cooler climates, Israel wines have become more refined and earn a reputation for exceptional quality. The Galilee, situated in the far north of Israel on the Lebanese border, is lush with forested hills and green valleys. It is broken into two subregions, Upper and Lower. Upper Galilee is mountainous, rocky, and forested, with heavy and well-drained volcanic gravel and terra rossa soils. Vineyards in this region are planted at altitudes ranging from 1,200 to 3,300 feet above sea level, with wider seasonal temperature shifts than those seen in the country's more Mediterranean microclimates. Lower Galilee's vineyards are situated near Mount Tabor, with elevations from 600 to 1,300 feet, on a mixture of volcanic and limestone soils. Some of the main producers in the Galilee region are Dalton, Kishore, Or Haganus, Gueria Wineries, and Jacques Capsuto Vignoble wines. The Galilee is ideal for grapes and represents 25% of Israel's viticulture. It is a gift of nature.
All this world is creation that to give goodness to people. What I have to do is make a good wine.
That gift is not only about soil and land, but the temperate Mediterranean climate.
The humidity from the sea and the wind mix together and make it very special environment for our special grapes.
Wine is an ambassador. It represents a specific location, but it also represents a moment. In Israel's northeast corner, Golan Heights is located on a volcanic plateau rising to 4,000 feet, with three subregions defined by their own microclimates and soil types. The Golan is responsible for about 18% of Israeli production, and Golan Heights Winery became one of Israel's most renowned producers.
It is a basaltic soil from a million years ago. It's very ancient, it's very old, just makes really good wine.
First planted with quality wine grapes in 1976, the Golan is the region that first won international acclaim for Israeli winemaking and came to represent, in a microcosm, the country's transition to higher elevation, cooler climate viticulture. The soil, sunlight, and altitude are what creates the beauty and specificity of wines from the Golan. From Haifa in Israel's northwest corner, the Central Mountains run south and form the spine of the country, including 4 subregions. Higher elevations often see winter snow, while the Mediterranean breeze cools high summer temperatures. Terra rossa soil, sharp elevation gains, and cool nights help to make the terroir of this region world-class. The Mount Carmel region was the site of the rebirth of Israeli wine in the late 19th century. Today, it is home to small boutiques like Somek Estate Winery, as well as large producers like Carmel Winery, which has vineyards in all regions of the country, but focuses on the specific terroir, soil, and unique microclimate of each. The Shamron Hills subregion is known for Tura Winery and Gavat Winery. The temperate Ella Valley of the Judean Hills is home to 2 of the few estate wineries in Israel, Ella Valley Vineyards and Five Stones Vineyards.
We really believe that the climate in this area is very good for the wine industry.
Hot, humid, and much lower in elevation, the coastal plain was planted by Baron Edmund de Rothschild in the 1880s and is in the present day more widely known for its cultivation of strawberries and citrus than Vitis vinifera. The soil is alluvial and mixed with sandy clay loams. Two notable producers in this region are Recanati Winery and Alexander Winery. Both have vineyards in the Upper Galilee and other regions. Set in the rolling hills between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, the Judean Foothills consist of deep, chalky, and clay soils on a bed of limestone. It was a noted wine region in biblical times, with evidence of wine from the area being exported to Rome thousands of years ago. It is Israel's largest region today, with 32% of production. Tepperberg, Brabdo, and Segal wineries are among dozens that dot the picturesque hills and valleys of the region.
The soil here is heavy soil, rich with limestone. It is actually excellent condition for wine grapes to grow up, and the evidence for it is that wine was produced here already 3,000 years ago.
With elevations rising to 1,700 feet, temperatures fall on the milder side of the Mediterranean spectrum.
We are at the foothills of Judean Hills. This is called the Ayalon Valley. And what is so exceptional about this vineyard is that it gets the cool air in the mornings from the Jerusalem mountains, and the fog stays in summer till about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, which keeps the cool air stuck down, and it really gives us a unique quality of the grapes.
First planted to the vine in the 1990s, the Negev is an arid desert region that accounts for almost half of the country. The area is an example of the biblical command to make the desert bloom. A visitor comes away thinking nothing is impossible. Significant day-night temperature swings, sandy loam and lowest soil, and a lack of humidity help make vineyards viable here. Winemaking in this area's extreme desert microclimate is a classic showcase for Israeli aptitude for agriculture, advanced drip irrigation systems, and technology.
We plant a lot of variety. We make a lot of experiment to deal how to irrigate, the yield, when to harvest.
Situated at the unique archaeological site of Tel Arid in Negev's northeast, Yatir Winery uses both cutting-edge technology and traditional oak aging to create site-specific red blends. The land for the winemaker is like the canvas for the artist, the foundation upon which art is created. Israel's significant regional diversity and natural extremes offer a wealth of opportunity for the winemaker to create great wine.